everybody, it's Anna. Welcome to the Wednesday card and this week's tarot story. Today we have the moon reversed. Now last week we had the moon upright. We talked about how the moon, when it's upright, invites us to excavate our lives. We're looking for parts of ourselves that have been exiled, put underground, likely because those parts of ourselves are sort of attached to wounds or struggle. We're going to kind of bring the light of the moon in, go into the shadowlands and bring illumination. So we're going to go recover parts of ourselves that are in pain, heal them and restore them to us. So it's about reintegration of old parts of ourselves. Now, when the moon is reversed, it often suggests to me, don't do that. There is a value in excavating parts of ourselves. It is very helpful, and there are times where it becomes very necessary, but we don't want to become overly obsessed with that work because it can turn into navel gazing. And also it can give us the impression that we are really, we're just a graveyard of all these energies, and we have to really be worried about the parts of ourselves that are not currently integrated. The truth is, we always probably have a few pieces of ourselves that need to be reintegrated, but they announce themselves to us. We don't have to worry about them, focus on them, turn our attention to them. The truth is, when it's time for us to reclaim a part of ourselves, that part of ourselves gets really loud. That's why when people come to me, sometimes they'll go through a time where they're really struggling with anger or frustration or fear, and they think something bad is happening, when really it's just there's a voice that's ready to be integrated and it's getting louder, right? So the truth is, when it's time for you to do the work of the moon, it is not that subtle, okay? It's pretty obvious. So until that happens, don't worry about it. Don't focus on it. Don't think of yourself as someone who's deeply broken and in deep struggle. I think that can be challenging with the spiritual journey because the more we do this work, the more we can have a tendency to no longer think of ourselves as healthy, vibrant, blessed creatures, and instead think of ourselves as kind of irreconcilably messed up. That is not true. There are definitely parts of ourselves that need support. But mostly we are powerful. Mostly we are full of energy and clarity. Mostly we're in our own wisdom and intuition. So yesterday's card was the Queen of Swords. And I think that these cards kind of bounce off each other nicely because the Queen of Swords is about saying, what are you trying to accomplish? What's in the way? Let's get rid of it. Very straightforward, very clear. It's not a judging card. It's not feeling sorry for ourselves or feeling overwhelmed. Just practical. We're just going to cut out what we don't need. So when we think of ourselves in that way, it becomes an exercise of clarity and logic, and that is saying, I know where I'm going. If I know where I'm going and I know where I'm going, then I also can easily identify what is the problem in where I'm going. If something pops up, I'll know immediately something's popping up. So instead of over focusing on the challenges as they come up, we say, mainly I am in flow. Mainly I'm okay. I know what I'm doing. I can trust myself. I have a sense of what I'm doing. I have a purpose and a clarity to what I'm doing. And yes, when things pop up, I will handle them. So I don't have to, until they pop up, I don't have to think about them. I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to anticipate them. I can just get in my flow until something announces itself, then I'll take care of it. So I think this card is telling us, don't navel gaze. Don't get too far into your own stuff and getting worried about stuff and kind of digging in where you're not being invited to dig in yet. Right now, just live in the sun, get in your flow, figure out what's in your way, get rid of it, like the Queen of Swords would say, and then keep moving. That's today's card. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.